Good morning, students. Today we will start the chapter Flowering of Regional Cultures. In this chapter, we will discuss various factors that led to the formation of regional cultures, main features of the regional cultures during the medieval period, and which language and art forms developed during this period, and who played the most important role in the development of regional cultures. What is culture? Culture is a set of definite customs shared by a group of people. And when a number of people observe these practices for a long time, that become a tradition. People who have settled in big cities like Delhi, Bombay, etc., have come from different parts of a country, and they all have their different customs and different traditions to follow. And these show the influence of their regional culture. So, in this chapter, we will discuss how and when these regional cultures developed. We will start with the languages of various regions. We all know that language is the one of the most important elements of a culture. Why? Because we can communicate with each other with our common language. Now let's see how regional language grew. They grew because of the support of the local rulers. If we talk about Persian, Persian was the official language of the court during the time of Mughal period. And Hindi, which is our national language, was formed between the 7th and 10th century. And how it was developed? It was developed from the Sanskrit language and the Abhransa language. Abhransa means broken language. And the fusion of Hindi and Persian language led to the formation of Urdu language. And Urdu became popular in the kingdoms of Bijapur and Golconda. Let's talk about Bengali. How Bengali language was developed. Like the other vernacular languages, Bengali was also developed from Sanskrit. And because of the commercial ties with Magadha and Indo-Gangetic Plain, Bengali became popular in Bengal and influenced the local language there. After that, Persian, tribal and European language also contributed to the growth of the Bengali language. Now, Sri Chaitanya came as one of the greatest sons of Bhakti movement. Sri Chaitanya spread the popularity of Bengali language and literature far and wide. Then Vaishnava poets like Chandidas, Govindas and Krishnadas Kaviraj composed a number of lyrics which called Padavali. Mahabharata and Ramayana were also translated in Bengali. And a new type of Mangal Kavya was also composed during the medieval period. Now let's talk about the Assamese. Assami literature was developed during the Bhakti movement. Shankar Dev, who was a noted Vaishnav Sant, composed poems in Assamese. Mahadeva wrote the Bhakti Ratnavali about the Bhakti traditions. And Bharagita and Puranjis were their popular work. What is Bharagita? Bharagita described the story of Krishna in Vrindavan, and Puranjis were the historical stories through which Assamese prose developed. Oriya language. The Oriya language was developed in the 8th century through the Bhakti movement. And Oriya became popular in the 13th and 14th century. Sarla Das, Jagannath Das and Balram Das were some of the most important writers of this period. Jayadeva was a famous poet of the early medieval period. And Gita Govinda was composed in Sanskrit, which was known one of his best work. Punjabi. Sant poet Masood Farid Uddin started a new Punjabi poetry in the 13th century. Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, Guru Arjan Dev, the fifth Guru of the Sikh, and Guru Gobind Singh made important contributions to the Punjabi language. Between 1600 and 1800 CE, several texts were translated from Sanskrit to Punjabi. Now let's talk about Marathi. Sant like Eknath and Tukaram made contribution to the development of Marathi language. In the 17th century, large number of poems were developed in the form of pavra or ballads. And Lavani or romantic pieces of literature was also developed in the Marathi language. Malayalam. In the 9th century, Malayalam was introduced as an official language by the kings of the Cheras in the present-day Kerala. Most of the Malayalam literature comes from the Sanskrit and some also from Tamil. Leela Tilakram, a 14th century text, refers to grammar and poetry in Sanskrit and Malayalam. Kannada. Karnataka was the center of several Jain, Vaishnav and other religious traditions. Earliest known literacy work were mostly composed by Jainas, Vaishnav and Brahmins. From the 13th century to the 15th century, Vaishnav and Vaishnav writers became more popular. Telugu. The Mahabharata was translated in Telugu by three poets in 11th and 14th century. The poets were Nananya, Tikanna and Yera Pragada. Krishna Deva Raya, among the most famous rulers of Vijayanagara, himself wrote many books in Telugu. Prabandha was a literary collection of the 12 Alvars or Vaishnav sons in Tamil. Devram was the literature of the Nayanar or Shaivya Sant. And the Chola period saw the growth of Tamil language and literature. Kamban Ramayan and secular Periya Puran were the best known Tamil texts of this period. Let's talk about Bengal architecture. Bengal was controlled by an independent Muslim power, and we can see the new and different architectural style by the end of the 14th century. And Gaur and Pandava are the good examples of Bengal style of architecture. Now let's see the features of Bengal style of architecture. It had two roofs or had a four-roofed structure. It was built on a square platform with a plain interior, and the decorative outer wall either with the ornamental tiles or terracotta tablets. So these were the features of the Bengal style of architecture. Jaunpur. Jaunpur was founded in 1394 by Malik Safar. Let's see the features of Jaunpur style of architecture. Use of arc and beam combination in the bastions and minarets were the unique feature of Jaunpur style of architecture. And the Atala Masjid, built in 1480, and the Jami Masjid are the best example of Jaunpur style of architecture. Malwa. The regional style of Indo-Islamic architecture can be seen in mosque, tomb and palaces of the two cities, Dhar and Madhu. Its buildings shows several features of Tughlaq architecture, and some other features were two structures of the arc and the lintel have been combined in the Malwa architecture, and most buildings were raised on high plinths. So there were flights of steps in the buildings of Malwa. You can see in this picture. Now paintings. We'll start with the miniature paintings. As the name suggests, it is small size painting generally done in watercolor on cloth or paper. and some of these are found in Western India, which was used to illustrate Jain text. They showed hunting scene, social and court life, etc. Rajasthani painting. During the medieval period, Rajasthan became famous for its regional style of painting. And what were the features of its painting? Its painting is painted with few human figures, and use of dark and deep color is a special feature of this style of painting. Pahari and Deccani painting. This style of painting developed in Kangra was known as the Pahari style of painting. The style that come about in the Deccan was called the Deccani painting. In these styles, unlike Rajasthani paintings, they use soft colors like blue and green. Now let's talk about music. Music. Folk music was popular in Bengal, and the bol songs were sung by the Bauls, a religious group. And Kirtan was made popular by Sri Chaitanya, who was the greatest preacher of Vaishnavism. And they used to sing with the musical instrument like dhol, harmonium and kartal. Sitar and sarangi were the most popular musical instrument of this period. The Turk introduced a new musical instrument like rabab and sarangi. Sitar was invented by Amir Khusru. The Qawwali and the Khayal style of singing were also started by him. Besides, a number of modern rags were produced during the medieval period, and these were a mix of Indian and Persian tunes. With Tansen, one of the gems in the court of the Mughal Emperor Akbar, music reached great heights of excellence. Dance. Most of the Indian classical dance came into being during this period. For example, Bharatnatyam was a temple dance under the patronage of the Chola rulers in Tamil Nadu. Similarly, all other major forms of classical dance, including Kathak, Kathakali, Odissi, Kuchipudi, Manipuri, etc., were developed during this period. Kathak began to grow in a distinct mode of dance in the 15th and 16th century. The stories of Radha and Krishna were presented through the dance form. So it was a devotional art form. So students, that was the end of the chapter. Now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. So let's start. What are the main features of Jaunpur style of architecture? And what are the miniatures paintings? So students, give me the answers of these questions in the comment section below. Thank you and have a good day.